appointment tomorrow. Good evening. Welcome to the Caffeine Show. I'm your host, Goldsmith. It is the 14th of January, 2025. We do happen to be on a Tuesday, almost said Monday, on a Tuesday, and we have a couple things that are happening in addition to the fact that the Paris expansion is happening tomorrow. In addition to the Paris expansion happening tomorrow, we did have a cosmetic drop because it is a Tuesday. It is the last cosmetic drop for the Wonderland season. We'll take a look at that cosmetic drop, what dropped, what you have the availability to use now, and if you did not burn your pass, too bad. So sad, no drop for you. Had to burn your pass in advance of the drop. NFLPA collectors rank. So there's another leaderboard contest. We'll get into the details. Essentially, it is a use case or reasoning for continuing to purchase or have 2024-2025 NFLPA legit. There is a sale ongoing now, a pass sale to purchase the playoff legits or playoff mementos. We'll get into that and what those look like for pricing and for availability. We have a structure list in Upland. This is very similar to the list that we've gotten for block explorers and for structure ornaments so far. Some information, some more details on those that kind of put all into one list that is going to be more and more sortable, putting more and more filters into that list over time. For now, you can see a number of structures in the game, breaking down what your expectations are as far as spark hours, and kind of making it an opportunity for you to look through and catalog what available structures are. If you are trying to complete your badge for the unique structure badge, or if you're just generally thinking about this city, that city, what I want to potentially put into my city, what I want to do in my sparklet, we do have that opportunity to better plan those things out. So we'll get into that as well. Trees, good to see you. Lily, good to see you as well. And to get into all of that, let's get the disclaimer out of the way. All views and opinions expressed by myself, mine and mine alone, should not be taken as game strategy or financial advice. Should not, be should be taken as financial advice. Shouldn't be taken as game strategy or financial advice, and should not be taken as coming from the game of the team of Upland. They don't represent the game of team or Upland. Guest contributors who do come on, they have their own opinions. They're welcome to them. They should not be taken as game strategy advice, financial advice. They represent the game of Upland, team of Upland, myself, the Goldsmith Cafe Nightly Show. Big game leaderboard hasn't updated in a day, so new leaderboard, different leaderboard. This is another leaderboard contest, Lily. This leaderboard contest is called Collector Rank. So this is the NFLPA Collector Rank. Let's get the announcement over here. So yeah, maybe Lily, you get a new leaderboard and then the old one doesn't work as well. Doesn't get updated as quickly. Maybe they're pulling different data for different reasons in different places, and now they've screwed up their leaderboard on the big game leaderboard. I don't know, Lily, but this is a different leaderboard altogether. NFLPA Collector Rank Challenge Playoffs Edition, introducing the NFLPA Collector Rank Challenge, running through the playoffs and ending on Monday, February the 17th at 9 a.m. PT. Your mission, gather NFLPA legits from the 2024-2025 season. Again, giving a use case for the current season, not for the previous season. So if you are sitting on stuff from 2020, 2020 into 2021, 2021 into 2022, 2022 into 2023, 2023 to 2024, none of that matters. And I'm sending all those. So this is Upland's incentive to continue to buy at this point because there's new purchases available here for the playoff legits and passes. There's opportunities for people to buy trade swap, to pick up and complete some collections along the way. Your mission, gather NFLPA legits from 2024-2025 season and season and beyond to earn points. The more playoff legits you secure, the higher you'll climb on the leaderboard. NFLPA Playoff Pass Party. To help you in this challenge, you can find the NFLPA Playoff Pass Party in the Upland store. Party, just think of it as a bundle. This bundle includes 3 passes from the 2024 season with 1 guarantee of a playoff pass. giving you an edge in the challenge. Again, they create a challenge, they create a use case for legits that are at it, and then they make a sale. This is not surprising. We've seen a couple of these where a contest is in support of a future sale. That's exactly what we're seeing right here. Registration's open now. The sale starts Wednesday the 15th at 9 a.m. PT. That is tomorrow morning at the same time as the opening of the expansion of Paris. We also have the sale kickoff. And again, I would prioritize the competitive mint of Paris because I'm sure the high speculation, the high priority areas we minted through quickly. And maybe some of these passes will stick around for a while. We'll look at the pricing on those and the availability. We can see them in layer one upwind. Now, learn more. Head on over the challenge. Learn about the multipliers. And of course, what rewards lie ahead. Let's take a look. And if the rewards are what I think they are, I do have some points to make on rewards at this point. Cost versus benefit. Let's get into those. 2024-2025 season is coming to an end. It's been nothing short of legendary. Now it's your time to rise to the challenge with the stakes higher than ever. We're calling all collectors to honor the most epic moments of the season, build unmatched collections, and compete to be crowned the NFLPA collection champion. Here's how it works. This is a contest that does run until February 17th at 9 a.m. PT. Such as running now. Your mission is to gather NFLPA legit for the 2024-2025 season and beyond to earn points. Your playoff legits, the more playoff legits you secure, the higher your chances to climb on that leaderboard. Here's how you can contribute to your score. Essentials are 1 point, playoff passes are 2 points, and mementos are 5 points. Boost your score with playoff multipliers. Take the collections to the next level by leveraging playoff multipliers. As the action intensifies, so do your points. Regular season is a 1 times multiplier, wild card 1.5, divisional is 1.75. The championship is 2 times multiplier, and the big game is 2.5 times multiplier. Prizes. Players with the highest scores on Monday, February 17th, will earn the incredible rewards. First through 5th place. They got a special edition NFLPA Gold Collector Legit and 5,000. Here we go. Cooking with Crisco, 5,000 Sparklet. And then the iconic Llama Linebacker Block Explorer. Okay, see? It's been coming. It's been coming for a long time. It's been questioned. I've questioned it. What is the value when Upland's saying, spend $100 or $50 USD or $100 USD to compete in this contest? And ultimately, the cost of the package and the cost of pushing yourself up the ranks, we're talking about hundreds of dollars to compete or to potentially get towards the top of the leaderboard, sometimes even more. So you have to have the prizes or the rewards scale with the cost of entry, the cost of participation. So 1,000 Sparklet, which has been something we've seen in the past as being a big prize, it doesn't make as much sense when Sparklet is at 3 cents. Again, at one point, Upland could point to Sparklet and say Sparklet is saleable or purchasable at $460, and you get a whole Spark, and people could say it's $460 worth of Spark. Obviously, it wasn't. That was the price to acquire, but that wasn't necessarily the cost on the market because you couldn't resell it. Now that we have Sparklet, we can resell it, but that also means we have to follow the current market price at 3.5 cents or 3 cents and change. 500 or 1,000 Sparklet, you're looking at between $50 and $30 or $35 at most. With 5,000 Sparklet, now we're starting to look at some larger prizes. We're looking at $150, $160, $80 worth of Sparklet, depending on as Sparklet changes in value. It might be a different price in 2 months than it is right now. But 5,000 Sparklet is a much larger prize, justifying more effort in competition. I think Upland did listen in here when people were saying, 1,000 Sparklet, $30 worth of prizes for what? For $200 worth of investments in whatever these assets are, and these assets may lose value over time. Understand Upland's moving the stakes up a little bit. and definitely do think it is a good strategy here. 6th through 14th place, do with a Llama linebacker, Block Explorer, and 2500 Sparklet. 15th through 25th place, get a Llama linebacker, Block Explorer. And that's what it looks like. We had one pretty similar in the past. It's a llama wearing a football helmet. The finishing touches are being applied to the special Gold Collectors Edition Legit, crafted exclusively for this challenge. Once it receives the final approval, we'll proudly unveil it to everyone for them to see. It's not available now. You can't see it now. Stay tuned. It's going to be worth the wait. Additionally, the coveted Llama Linebacker will exclusively enhance your all-time collector's score, making a truly timeless addition to your collection. Track your progress. Keep an eye on the standings with the NFLPA collection leaderboard. Check out your score, watch it rise, and see how you stack up against the competition. Looker Studios turns data. Let's take a look. And collector's rank, one bounces up and down, so we know what's the score anyone has. This is from Lily. It keeps losing points again. Yeah, it's again, if Upland put in a new leaderboard like they did right here, that may be exactly why that leaderboard is broken, Lily. That the road to the big game leaderboard for New Orleans structure builds. Look at those lists. I'm not surprised to see it. There are some people who are continuing to put time, effort, and points in here. Number of legits for 2024, 2025. TM, top of that list. 8,310 points, unspoken bullet. Number of legits, 6,102. Brady Central, 4,012. I will tell you a secret. It is going to be a contest, a struggle between people who already have put 1,000 plus legits into the season, or people who own 1,000 2024, 2025 legits. So if you're looking at what your investment cost is and you're thinking about it, it's probably not going to be worth that investment cost to push yourself to the top of the list, because we already have a very strong top of this list. However, if you're close to the top of this list and you're looking at, is it worth buying a little bit more to push myself up the list, that may be where your math lies. Again, contests are fun. Being a part of a contest, it can enhance your incentive or added incentive for you to participate in a collection or a collection type. At this point, looking at the points here, looking at the points on the board, getting to the top of this list is not going to be inexpensive, and it may not align with the prizes that are available. It may not be a sole justification for doing so, unless you're buying them for the point of buying them, having the legits for the point of legits, or planning on speculating on the resale value of them at some point. You want to participate for the points or for the potential of the Sparklet reward as well. More power to you. Just keep that in mind, that these are pretty unattainable numbers unless you're allowing yourself to put a relatively significant investment into getting these, with the exception of the fact that you can buy, sell, trade, swap to pick up 2024, 2025 legits if you have other assets you're willing to give up for those NFLPA legits from this season. With that, this is going to be continuing to run until the end of the playoff season for the NFLPA, so keep your eyes out. This is something that leaderboard will continue to change over time. That's one more contest coming in, one more leaderboard contest, one more incentive for you to continue to build your collection ranks. And not too soon, the new Upland structure list is out. Again, this is modeling what we have asked for a long time. Can we put everything on a list to make it easy to sort and to look at and to know what the costs are to build certain structures and what the time and efforts required to do this, that, and the other thing? This has been something that we've looked forward to for years. There's been some third-party resources that have put this information together and made it easy. However, now Upland's officially putting these out into lists. We have one right now for block explorers. We have a separate one for structure ornaments that includes UGC structure ornaments. And now we have an additional one for our structures. We'll see what that looks like and how that works. But yeah, it is nice that we have this Access 5.0 case. Everyone, in our efforts to give players access to more information, we've created another list. This time, all of Upland structures and how many have been completed. So if you want to know more about the demographics of structures in the game of Upland, how they're, what has been built, what it costs to build them, it's all in one place. And again, more data hopefully will be added to this list. The list will be updated daily, making it a valuable resource for designers, creators, and anyone looking to stand out with unique builds. And here's what's interesting. What's interesting is Upland's talked about blueprints. So when there are blueprints, when there are opportunities to go and build different structures and introduce new structures, it's a cool way to keep track of what those structures are and where those are. And if you see new ones pop on the map, kind of gives you a better idea of researchability on those structures. To make it easily accessible, we're adding it with a permanent link into the leaderboards channel, both in-game and on our Discord channels. Let's take a look. So we see that micro house right here. We can get a better view of the micro house. This is what it looks like. There are 79,718 micro houses in the game. Small town houses are 70,890. Small town houses 66,350. And Upland, please add an easy place to see this without having to add a sort field, and without having to look things up further to see how much sparklet each of these structures. That's a really important column. I think it gives people a way of looking at all these structures at once, looking at, okay, am I building something that's unique or not? And then maybe build some more specific filters in here so we could look at filter them by spark investment. How much sparklet am I willing to invest, or how much sparklet am I willing to invest? Give me the information for what's the minimum stake. So it can all be in one place, and we can kind of use that information, that resource, that tool to say, I'm willing to stake this much sparklet. Does that meet the minimum of this structure? Or the reality of how much spark hours is it going to take to complete a structure? So you can see the image of it and determine if you have enough sparklet or enough time to wait for that structure to get completed. But it is nice that these structures are here, and we can kind of get an idea of what our rarest structures in the game are and what our most common are. We do have a couple limited structures that are in the game. We have some one-of-one structures that have come in the game. We have some, if we come down to these one-of-one structures, we have a ton of one-of-one structures when you think about it, because these are all landmarks. So all these landmarks have their own structure. So you can see these are all landmark structures that are in the game now. There are one-of-ones. There's only one of these structures in the game. And it's kind of cool to be able to look that up, see that there is a unique city hall for San Francisco. Obviously, you can see all these landmarks that are player-owned landmarks. There's Silver Cup Studios in Queens, New York. There's SoFi Stadium. You can see all the stadiums for the NFLPA in here as well. So it's kind of fun to see this represented this way. But again, Upland, add another column here. Tell me how many spark hours it takes to build a structure. If I'm looking at building a structure, tell me what the minimum stake is. Make it easy, not hard to do. And again, giving Upland players more information in an easy, simple way. And it shouldn't be hard to add that data to that table. Looking forward to the expansion of that table, making it easier and giving more useful information. Let's take a look at the drops. Drops did happen today. It is the last Tuesday of the season. Last 7 drops are live. Builder, Creator, Manufacturer, Tycoon for past types of season. All right, background of the Park City Water. This is what that looks like. Ooh. And then the property background of Heavenly Halo. Okay. And then a block for a background of Falling Snow. It is a time of year. It is a way of putting that out and kind of capping off the season. That is the last drop. That is the last drop of Wonderland season 2024 coming to a close. And I know we're in 2025, but it is the end of the 2024 Winter Wonderland extravaganza. No, it's of the Wonderland season. We're going to head into Frost season next. We're going to have a 15-day hiatus. And inside that 15-day hiatus, we'll have the first ever Sparklet Wars. We'll see how that runs. That is in beta. That is going to be something that we're going to watch it progress, so we have a better feeling of how it's going to run in the future seasons. And again, it's an opportunity to play and compete and win a share of some Sparklet and a Sparklet airdrop as well. So we'll watch forward to that next week, kicking off here in Upland. Wonderland Collector's Rank. This is the end of the Collector's Rank for Wonderland season. This is the first season that we've run a Collector's Rank. Keep in mind that since the season's coming to a close tomorrow, the Wonderland season, that also means the Collector's Rank is coming to a close as well. This is your last chance to buy, sell, trade, swap assets to increase your collector's score. Keep in mind, badges are 50% of your score, aka changing your score by buying things is only going to be so valuable. We're beyond the point of trying to go and earn a ton of badges. But if you do go and purchase some more block explorers, if you go and purchase a couple more passes, it is possible to augment your score at that point. And Lily says, that's the one that I keep losing points on. Well, that's interesting, Lily. If we're losing points out of the collector score, that's interesting. Because again, that should be cumulative. That should not be scaled. There shouldn't be any type of strata on it. There should be points going up, and the higher score is the one that wins. There shouldn't be any tiering on that or points changed over time. So it's interesting, Lily, that they're going up and down. I hope you've had a chance to report that to the team. And ultimately, when they do these things, if the live leaderboard's incorrect, they do a last verification of points after the season's done. It is unfortunate if your leaderboard is not accurate. You don't know what your position is when the contest ends. But again, typically they do double check that data before they determine who the final winners are at the end of a contest season. So that will be something that does wrap up tomorrow, the 15th of January. Also wrapping up tomorrow is all of Wonderland season. That includes making sure that you do have completed as many gamified tasks as you possibly can, getting your points on your gamified leaderboard, as well as helping augment your your share of the airdrop. So there is the last airdrop for this season's. Again, we've had these for 3 seasons in a row, 2 airdrops a season, and again, tied directly to TGE earnings. If you would earn Sparklet prior to TGE, you held that Sparklet in the game. These gamified earnings, or these earnings, do serve as a multiplier. The more of these tasks that you have completed, the higher your multiplier, the higher your share of that TGE related drop that we will have, airdrop that will have happen sometime in the next few days. But again, screenshotted with results for tomorrow. Woohoo! Another airdrop is coming. Can't wait. Yeah, there you go, Lilyfield. More Sparklet for you. We got more Sparklet coming in another drop here next week and another week following, because we have the road to the big game in a couple weeks out. That'll be paying out for Newland Structures built. There will be another airdrop for the Sparklet Wars as well. So we'll watch all of those things. More Sparklet to come for sure. Reminder that tomorrow is the expansion of Paris. We saw this announcement last week. We've gone over a couple times, but yes, this is the expansion of Paris 2025's expansion. It's been a year since we've been in Paris, but opportunity to see the city expand. 5 new collections. If you want to participate in 9 a.m. PT tomorrow, is the time to be there. Be in Paris early. Be ready to go. Make sure that if you have 2-factor authentication on, you've authenticated immediately before the release, so you don't get stuck with authentications. It is a quick fire, quick minting, short period of time for everything to get minted through. So if you want to participate, be there, be square, be on time tomorrow. And of course, there are other ways to participate. There was a bundle sale that happened today. And I want to comment on it. I want to comment because the way this bundle sale has been going, and Upland's purpose of having the bundle sale is to expand the availability of who is able to participate in these sales. Or that's the aim, that's the target. What has happened to me the last two of these is I get a really late position in many of these, and it does happen. Some people get lucky, some people don't, and it's going to happen. The more people who will register, the more people who will not be in a good position in those lines. You register, you get in a good position in those lines or not, and you wait. And if you get in a good position in those lines, you mint your first collection, and then or buy your first bundle, knowing that you're going to get a drop, and then after you have purchased as you purchase a bundle, then you have a countdown timer. And guess what? Sometimes, just like this time around, that countdown timer allows you to buy your second before someone like me is allowed to buy their first, because I'm further back in the line than your countdown timer. So you could buy your second before I could buy my first. If this is what's going to happen, Upland, it's not going to be opening up to more people. It's not necessarily opening the opportunity to more people than if, for example, you let more people participate or give more properties in participation for going and minting competitively. And again, I like the idea that there's some people who cannot participate in the live minting. You're giving them another opportunity to participate, but this continues to be a question mark if this is the most effective way. Maybe have people draw lottery tickets or lottery spots and give them a larger period of time to interact or react. Again, if you say purchase at this time, now I'm waiting there for an hour for my spot to come up, or 40 minutes, and maybe I get to my spot 40 minutes down the line. Maybe I don't. Maybe someone gets to buy their second before I can buy my first. That's not going to really make it easier for me to participate than getting up the following day and being there at 9 a.m. PT and making that work into my schedule. Again, the waiting 40 minutes for that first purchase just to have someone buy their second before I buy my first, I don't know if that's beneficial to making things easier for anybody other than that guy who gets to buy two of the bundles before the first one's available. How can expand those available? If you are not available at 4 a.m. for the opening, you won't be available at 4 a.m. for the bundle. Exactly, Lily. Like I said, if we want to make this a more accessible system, it would have to be a draw names out of the hat. You have a 10-hour period to either buy or not buy, and that's how it would work. That's how it would have to work, Lily. That's the only way to really make this a more accessible system, a system that actually caters to people in different time zones. So iterative. We're very iterative in Upland. Maybe, just maybe, we can take some of those things in mind and make it a little more accessible to a larger degree of people. If we're going to take a certain number of properties, we're going to take thousands of properties out of the property pool for the competitive mint, let's distribute those or sell those in a constructive way, one that actually meets the goal. If that goal is to open up the sale process to more people, let's find a better way of doing it. So with that sale having happened today, again, the actual competitive mint tomorrow, 9 a.m. PT. Be there, be square, be in the city of Paris as soon as you can be, so you can participate in this sale tomorrow. For tonight, thank you so much for being here. Monday through Friday, 7:30 p.m. PT. Get together here on the Upland Discord Cafe, on YouTube, on Twitter. Love to see you tomorrow. We can have some victories and some losses for the city of Paris when we get together. Keeping in mind that it is a vanilla release, which means we will find out what those collections are in about a week. Thank you so much for being here. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow if you're in the Upland Cafe Discord. As always, feel free to unmute your mics. The floor is yours.